Alvin, he's small.
This is Swag On featuring Bobby Miller.
Bobby Miller, y'all. Swag On. Get your swag on. Now, did you hear that? The name of this song could have been, what you just said?
Swagatageous?
I'm gonna leave that alone. Swagatageous.
Go ahead, fade that back up, D. Fade that back up.
Swagatageous.
Swagatageous.
Swagatageous. Like fade. Contagious. Swagatageous. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love it. I love it. Swirl that back up. This is that swag. That's it.
The intensity.
Yeah.
The pressure is building. It's emerging. It's music's boozy, baby.
It's good stuff, man.
Now what is swag?
Yeah. Educate the old man on what swag is.
Well, my definition of swag is confidence. It ain't all about the material things. It's about feeling like you're a king or a queen and having the confidence to have yourself a great life.
Yeah.
That's my definition of swag.
Okay.
Did you get it?
I got it.
Now, another definition of swag could be the cool. Like, man, I'm cool. But my definition is the confidence.
The confidence.
Yes, sir.
That's good stuff.
Okay.
Good stuff. Now, Eternal.
Yes, sir.
Other than gospel hip hop, what are other styles or genres of music that you listen to?
I listen to R&B. I listen to just anything that's inspirational and a little bit of R&B.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm taking. Dang it! I'm sorry. I listen to little jazz.
Okay.
Little jazz.
Okay.
And I'm just open. I'll throw on a Sam Smith song. Anything that's a great song, I'm for it.
Yeah. Are you the same way, Alvin?
Not quite. I have an eclectic music palette.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, most people say they listen to a little jazz. I listen to a lot of jazz.
Okay.
I listen to those bands that most people won't listen to. My favorite band is Steely Dan.
Really?
It's my favorite, all-time favorite. I think
shocked.
I have downloaded more of their music
than
anybody else. You hear it in my music arrangement
Absolutely.
more than anything.
Absolutely.
They're more gospel than you would ever believe if you listen to those B songs and those songs it doesn't cover.
Yeah.
However, I love country music next.
Sure.
I love the stories of country music. I love I use country music to teach reading lessons sometimes because especially when I'm teaching cause and effect.
Okay.
Because it always has something that happens. Then they give the backdrop of the story.
Sure.
Then there's still the simplicity of the chord because country music reminds me of quartet music.
Is that right?
Yes, when you listen to some of it.
Yeah.
Then after that, R&B music. I like the groove essence of R&B music, the synergy of music making a groove.
Sure.
When you listen to EWF, Earth, Wind and Fire, or Confunction, those bands, the big bands of the 70s, LTD, it was each section of an orchestra, even though they weren't called an orchestra, doing something to bring a cohesion together. And you get lost, and you can listen to the same song 8 different times and listen to something else totally different if you know how to filter your ears.
Yeah.
Of course, my first love is gospel.
Sure.
I can listen to that all the time, but it's not my first go-to now when I want. It depends on what ears I have on.
Oh, okay.
Do I have my musical ears on? Do I have my inspirational ears on? And now that gospel has developed like it has, I could actually pull from all of those genres and find artists that stimulate those musical palettes.
That's a good way. Well, what about you? What is your outside of gospel hip hop?
I'm a big fan. Just to piggyback off of him, is country music. Those the storytelling is awesome, and it's that laid back music that really it pulls at your heartstrings, Besides,
Play a country song.
Oh yeah,
yeah. No, but why? But so now, would that be one? That would be number one for you outside of this genre here.
Outside of gospel music, I would say country is my number one.
Is there another one that like a number two?
I like a little blues as well.
Oh, I forgot about blues. Yeah.
Blues is it's an emotional type of music, like country. So yeah, blues was definitely on top of my list as well.
Yeah,
it also has that quartet feel to it. The blues,
sure,
yes.
Sure.
soulful to
part
it.
of it. Yeah, it's a mishmash of it all.
Really. So if I if I was to open up your iPad, or whatever, go into your music section, what would I hear the most?
What's funny, Eternal don't have an iPad.
Really?
Man, Eternal is old school.
You got a cassette player in the car?
8-track?
No, not quite a cassette though.
I do.
Yeah, but it just like I'm behind on this technology, and
Sure.
everybody's telling me that this is the new form.
Sure.
Don't fall for the okie doke.
Right, the social media and stuff. I have nothing.
Okay.
So
Okay.
people look at me like I'm just alien. Like, dude, you need to get your Facebook or something to promote your stuff. So
Sure.
I'll eventually get that going, but I got to catch up with the technology.
Yeah. Well, I need to take your belt off, Alvin.
I don't want to hang him.
No, whoop him.
I don't want to hang him.
I want you to whoop him. Yeah. What about you? If I open up your now, okay. Now, do you have an iPod or do you have music on your phone?
Actually, on my phone, I got a nice little selection. I guess it's in the MP3 form.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I do have
What genre the most is that's on your phone?
Fred Hammond. You got
Fred Hammond?
I got a lot of commission on there, man.
Get out of here.
I'm a big Fred Hammond fan.
This my DC now. That's my boy right there. Now he said commission.
Oh yeah.
You man, hang around. Cause,
even Marvin Sapp, he grew up in the PFW, so those
that's
guys.
right.
I was a kid working in the kitchen, and we were downstairs listening through the speakers, and Marvin Sapp be doing his thing on the main floor, with the church choir. So yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that's all commission. No, he's from commission as well. So
Sure. Okay. Now, Eternal.
Yes, sir.
I'm seeing some information here because some people are probably asking, "Where can I find this on the town thing?" Because that thing is popping. How do we contact you?
Well, my contact information, you can call Eternal Inspirational Music Group. The number there is 773 area code 503-7275. Or you can email us at eternalinspirationalmusicgroup@gmail.com.
Okay. All right. And so they will be able to, when they contact you, how do you get the music to them?
Well, basically, it's going to be coming soon. The album is coming soon.
So
this is just promotional basis.
Gotcha.
But it's going to be on iTunes real soon. And
Gotcha.
we're
You
gonna
need an iPad then. If you
yes, sir. Oh yeah. So it's going to be up to the people.
I'm glad to hear
I will
that.
make it.
Yeah.
I thought you was going to say, give me your address, I'll bring it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a team working on the technology piece of it.
No, that's good. That's good. That's important. That's why I premised the opening with the social media, how the music business is not like it used to be.
Yeah.
You know, you can find everybody online now. You never have to leave the house.
Right.
But this is good, man. As soon as you can, get this up and going because it's hot. And now the people y'all are out there, you're listening right now, and some of your friends won't be able to hear it until the after show. So go to Spreaker.com. Matter of fact, go there now if you can and hit the follow button. If you hit follow us, please do, because our numbers are growing, and once we get a certain number, then it takes us to another atmosphere. All right, so our shows we're gonna be swagging. So our numbers, we're going over to iTunes. Hopefully by next week all our stuff will be over in iTunes, and then iHeartRadio. And so get ready, y'all. We're about to go there. But we need your help. Go ahead and go to Spreaker.com right now. Hit the follow button and get our numbers up there. And this show here will be up tonight on Facebook and on Spreaker and on iTunes and on Twitter. So go back and listen to this and check out On the Town and be blessed. And then buy that, because if you think On the Town was good, you already heard me talking over the swag. So I'm glad I talked over, because then now you have to buy the album now in order to hear the rest of it. Right. It's good stuff. So this sound here, this hip hop sound. Okay, then something happened, Alvin. I don't know what happened.
Okay,
where this used to be frowned upon. In the Christian community, the whole hip hop sound, all right? Because it didn't start here. It goes way back to the father of gospel music,
Thomas Dorsey.
Yeah, they didn't want his music because it was
different.
It was bluesy, it was too jazzy, and it was different, right?
It seemed like the contemporary sound of the day.
Yeah. And so I was in the car on the way here, and I heard Tremaine Hawkins, and she was doing that song "Fall Down on Me."
Oh God, she got crucified.
She got crucified for that song, and then they played another one off that project, and it just got worse and worse. Not worse meaning the traditional Christians was like, oh my, she done went crazy.
That song was a bit ahead of its time, though.
It was ahead of its time
because a young lady recorded it over, and it did well. Yeah, I had a copy. Oh, wait a minute, that's Fall Down.
Right.
However, it didn't have the impact that when Tremaine sang it.
That's true. I agree with that. It was also around the time that the Clark sisters did "You Brought the Sunshine."
Now the difference with that is one was received a little bit better.
The Clark sisters were.
Yes, and I don't know if it was who they were or the lack of technical instrumentation in the presentation.
Sure.
Or the combination of politics as
Absolutely.
well as
Absolutely.
It
could have been a plethora of that.
But because of since that I have found Christ, there has been such a change in my life.
Sure.
That line right there made it a little bit more palatable.
It did. I agree. I really agree. And the fact that the name Christ was in it, I think that caused some of them say, okay, we'll let you
instead
in.
of spirit fall down on me.
Sure.
Yeah. It was too ambiguous.
Absolutely. And that caused a rift in the church. But now it sounds like bubblegum music, both of those songs.
In contrast,
right. It does. So it's amazing how history has changed.
Gospel chorus singing, "You Brought the Sunshine."
Yeah,
old ladies with gray hairs and purses on the arms, in a choir robe. You made my day.
That's right. It's the same song that was rejected. It's like in scripture it says that the stone
that the builders rejected has now become the corner.
The corner,
the head corner.
There you go. So this music here, gospel rap, gospel hip hop, and things like that, was rejected. Like look at Kirk Franklin. When he came out with Stomp. They stomped him straight to hell for that.
And it's because the generation that stomped him, it took them back to a place where they were BC, as we would say, before Christ. They went back to certain Ogles and George Clinton them. And the red lights in the basement and the top papers for those that know what those are.
I do.
So that music took them there. They didn't even hear what he was saying. They heard that drive. Boom, 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 boom.
They groove.
Oh, yeah. Yes, and that groove took them someplace. That's the power of music. That's why we have to be careful when we flip songs. Have to be careful when we flip songs.
No, we do. Now we have to be careful. Not saying that we can't do it. We just have to be careful. We have to be selective. That's true. But you got to know your audience. And I think Eternal, you know your audience, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir. And there are going to be some people who will hate this, this song.
Oh yeah.
Okay, they're going to hate it. But there's people who hate the word of God.
That's true,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
It's just my job to put the inspiration out there.
There you go.
And
there
if
you go.
Grab it. That's your choice.
Absolutely. See, that's it.
Yes, sir.
And they hated Kirk Franklin's song. Okay, even though it went platinum. All right, and I've heard, and I remember when it came out, Thugs was like, "Oh my God, man, this is some good stuff." Yeah. And then they were coming to his concerts. They would come to church, what have you, because that drew them in. Okay, now it was up to us what we do with them when we get them in there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And so history is repeating itself. So with this whole gospel hip hop thing, a lot of people, the traditional ones, they don't like it. They'll throw it out. All right, that's fine. It ain't for you.
Yeah.
But them
Stay
young
in your
people,
lane.
that's it. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
Some of y'all need to get out the car.
Absolutely. So this is good, and I'm glad you're staying true to who you are.
Yes, sir.
And you're not trying to be like somebody else.
That's it.
Because I'm hearing you in this. I'm hearing you in this, and in your upbringing. I know Alvin, you didn't hear his testimony about his father and the influence his father had on his life.
Okay.
And he's just he's furthering where his father left off. He's furthering it, and it's wonderful. You look at the Winans. You had the Winans brothers.
Yes.
And then you have the Winans next generation.
Yes.
Okay. I look at some other groups who their children is carrying on after that.
Yes.
I don't know if the Williams brothers, maybe their children might become the Williams next generation.
Williams Square.
Absolutely. And now Facebook is chiming.
I mean, the
in
Canton
here.
Spirituals, Harvey Jr.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Harvey
That's
Jr.
right.
He's Harvey Jr. Now they
Yeah.
just call him Harvey because Harvey did, but he was
That's
Harvey
true.
Jr.
Harvey Jr.
You know, this daddy carried the Canton Spirituals.
Oh wow! See, I didn't know that. I didn't know. See, even though it's my show, I still learn stuff.
You know, Ella Harris used to be a spiritual, Canton spiritual.
Yeah, that's
James
right.
Harris.
Sure was.
Yeah, he was a Canton spiritual.
Woo-wee. I'm looking at the